Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Kevin here with Welded Racing. As you can hear behind me, got my buddy over here in the garage today. We're trying to build a rod rack for the back of this truck. We're going to do it out of aluminum. Got a couple of ideas. We got to play around, see which way we like the best, and then we're going to go from there. He's in there grinding away on a bracket that we're trying to make for it right now. So I'm going to take you guys in, kind of show you where he's at. We'll finish grinding that one out, and then we have to make a couple more, and we'll weld it all up. Let's get it. I mean, that just does it like seconds that way. Okay. Alright, so we got these brackets made, one for each side. You can see the plan here. Your eyelets from your truck, unbolt those, and we're going to end up spacing these out so that, you know, there's a 1-inch spacer or so behind here to the truck, and it'll all bolt in right there to your eyelets and be done. We're going to weld these to the pipe once we get it all set up. Just put a spacer on the top side, and then it spaces you out far enough too where you ain't got to bend the brackets.
If we run them right up against that hole,
that will give you plenty of engagement, I feel like.
we know we can get this out now. I think we can.
How far is that off the side of the truck over there?
Measure it.
Figure out how far it is off the side of the truck, we can tack it so it'll stay where you want it, then you can see for sure if you can get it out or not.
So let's go into 3/16 on both sides.
From the total measurement. Now we'll take the total measurement all the way across between the two bolts pads, and then we can minus that from this and know how much to split the difference. So you're how much, inch and what? Inch and
3/16.
Inch and 3/16. Alright, so guys, you see we made the brackets out there. Basically what we're doing, we got to come in 9/16 of an inch. We'll do a bead around the outside and the inside of it. That way we have plenty of strength. These two will bolt to the truck on either side. And we're thinking that this is the right length. We might end up having to come back and cut the tacks off and move it a little bit different. But we're thinking this is going to work. What we're trying to do is get it where we can take the holder in and out of the truck. You know, if you make it too long, there's no way to wiggle it out. So we're going to try this first and see how it goes. Alright, ends tacked on. We're going to test fit it in the truck. Goes right down in there, so that's good.
Just gotta make our spacer.
Weld that in, make the spacers to go back here behind it to the bolts. We'll be in good shape, then we just got to weld our other tubes on. Good deal. Alright, so we got these brackets here drawn out, guys. We're just going to go ahead and start cutting them out. It's going to be our first one. These are going to be welded between the main tube that runs across the vehicle and the actual rod tubes that go up and down. So these will be our little brackets for that. 5 made. Gotta get a couple more long strips cut and then we'll be able to make the other ones. We just gotta notch them on one side and we'll be good. We're gonna get the other 5 made, guys. We'll bring it back. Alright guys, so we got all of our brackets rough cut. Now we're clamping them together here. We're gonna put a couple of tacks along each side, and then that way we can take them over to the belt sander and kind of make them all the same size. Alright guys, we got everything welded together on the ends here. We got it flat across the bottom, made sure that when we put it together and welded it, so the only thing we got to do really is dress the top side, and then, you know, we got to make these copes everywhere. So alright guys, so we went over, took the time, we got all 8 of our brackets cut that we need. Now we're going to go through, got little marks, I already marked this one out. You can see how I'm going to do it with a hose clamp, but I took and I marked the individual locations. It's 8 of them all the way down the tube, and we'll just go through and we'll mark all of them with the marker so we know exactly where each bracket will fall along. And then these are the lengths that we will have for our actual rod holders. So these will go, you know, the brackets will come on here like that, and then these will get welded on, you know, kind of like that is the idea. So that's where we're going with it. Just wanted to kind of give you guys an update, show you what all we did. We had to go through this. This was some old aluminum plate that they've slid pallets around on a dock, and it was kind of chewed up and beat up, so we had to take it and hit it pretty good on all sides to clean it up real good so we can weld it. So that took quite a bit of time, more than what we thought it would, but anyway, we got it. We're going to keep going. Alright, so we're going to go ahead now. We've got our brackets made. We're going to get ready to start tacking them in place. We have a 30-degree angle on this bracket, which basically will kick the rods up what we think is just above the tailgate. So that should be pretty good. We're going to tack them in place to see how it looks. We got our first tube tacked on for our rods. We put it back up in the truck and mocked it up. The angle is where we wanted. The rods will come out over the bumper just like we were thinking. So we're in good shape there. All we got to do now is come back, tack the rest of these brackets on, and then we'll cut the rest of our tubes out that we need and go ahead and get those tacked up, and then we'll weld everything together. guys, so we were able to get all of our tabs here welded on. We're going to come back through now. We got to go and we got to cut the rest of these tubes here. We already got that one mocked up into place and situated. We checked it on the truck. Everything fits like we want it. So we're just going to go ahead now. We're going to cut these out and then we'll get all those welded up. And we will be ready. We're going to make some C brackets down here. Not sure if I said it before, but we'll make some C brackets down here so that we can actually rotate the pipe inside of our main truck brackets, and then that'll let us have it where we can run the rods vertical or actually at that 30-degree angle out the back of the truck. So anyway, that's where we're at. We'll keep going. So we got all of our pieces cut. We got our lines marked on the back. Got our first one here marked, set up into place with our line lined up with our tab. All we got to do now is tack that one in and keep going down the line. So we got the man here, he's installing it. This is the 2018 F-150 that is going in. Hopefully the bolts will line up for him pretty good. Should be pretty straightforward. See our little brackets over there. And we got the pieces there made to go behind them to space it off the bedside. Ended up making these out of PVC just took and heated them up and flared them around a 2 5/16 ball, and then drop in. They gotta make 2 more of them for the ends, but other than that, it's all good. All right, that's it in all of our glory. The Yerkit Racing fishing rod holder for the F-150 2018 edition. Turned out pretty sweet. Everything bolts up like we need it to. Get you a shot here in just a minute of the rods in it, out across the tailgate, but pretty cool.